And we got the one to go as we see the 12 Abroso on the inside. Dominant car all night. Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner. We have Nathan Estep on the outside. We have Boyer in that third position, highest position he's been all night so far. He's looking for a podium finish tonight. He's had a fast hot rod. And the 19 of Matt Smith also been showing some speed. Brandon Perry in the fifth position in that 11 car. Dustin Hall looks like he got his hot rod fixed and he's ready to haul some ass.
Green, green, green.
And we are going green. E-Step was not sleeping on that start. He got a good start on that outside. He's going to try to use that momentum up the outside line and take the lead away from the 12. And I'm just wondering if the 55 makes it around the 12. Will he be able to maintain that lead with the 19 pushing? And I see Frankie blinking in and out. That's kind of scary when you're... Oh, as I see the 55, he gets loose. Oh, he doesn't collect anybody. Great save by the 55. Oh, my God.
That was impressive drifting right there. Sign him up for Tokyo.
Absolutely. I didn't know what was about to happen. I thought we were going to see another big one.
I was waiting for it, but he somehow managed, and that right there shows the attention that these guys pay. I mean, even if it is sim racing, I mean, holding off right there, afraid that Netcode could take advantage of it the way he just kind of slid into the cars. That's impressive. I'm going to give that the move of the race.
That is absolutely the move of the race. I wouldn't have been able to say that. That just shows how much talent is behind the wheel of that car. And we are about to have a battle for the win. The only bad thing about that little Tokyo drift move was it pretty much let these two break away from the whole field over 2.4 seconds from third place.
Yeah, that dropped Nathan all the way back to 11th, but he stayed it off the wall. He didn't get no damage. So it could have been a whole lot worse than what it was.
Yeah, I have no words for that. As I see Frankie, he is, yeah, absolutely. I see Frankie blinking in and out, and I think that was a good sportsmanship, saying, hey, go ahead, go around. I'm having a little bit of connection issues. When it straightens out, then I'll battle you back. So he let the 4-car back to the front, and we have a new leader.
Since these two are pretty much opening up the distance between Kansas and Mexico, they're going to scoot back and ride with. We've got a pretty good battle going on between the P6 and 7th position.
That lonely Toyota trying to work his way back up the top 5. And yeah, that 11, the 17, we haven't talked about him that much tonight. The 17, he's up in that 7th position. Him and the 11 are trying to look to go around that lonely Toyota as the 17 gets a little bit loose and dives it down to the white line. Here comes the 17, going to battle the 11 on the inside. Is he going to be able to use the apron to get around them? It's not going to work. The high line is just too dominant right now. As these laps wind down, we are going to see some more aggressive moves Probably some more impressive saves.
I don't know if you
As
can get much more impressive
ooh,
than that. I've seen some of these pro league guys on the field. They can't make a move like that.
maybe we should sign some of these fellas up. I think old Mr. Hall, Barroso, a couple other of these guys could give them guys a run for their money, depending on the track.
These guys here have been battling good position for about the last 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, we see the 21 and the 1. A Boyer fighting. 21 just dived on the inside, taking that low line. The 1 on the outside. Let's hope he can stay off that wall and not lose that momentum. But the 21 may try to do a slide job on him. And he's not able to make the pass because that high line has too much momentum. And look at the 17. The 17 is up in the top spot. He's pulled the trigger on that Glock Ford. Oh, I'm sorry. He's in a Camaro. He pulled the trigger on that Glock Chevy Camaro, and he's moving towards the front.
Well, the only thing something about driving the lap spot is I don't watch out because the Punisher's in front of him. He made it 380.
And these two sitting up front, I think they're just kind of settled in, trying to make it around the track and create as much distance. They are over 5 seconds now, from the nearest car, which is third place, Bryce Boyer. I think they're going to get out front, see how far they can get, then battle it out later. Looks like Barroso's internet connection did straighten out, so I look to see him get back up to the front and try to take that lead away. Looks like Weston was able to grab that third position away from Boyer. Oh, it looks like Brandon Perry and Hunter Whitlock went off the track. Oh, they collected. That was a good save right there. That's definitely replay worthy. 2 cars sideways, both make it out straight.
These guys tonight, Richard, they have actually shown how well and in tune they are with their car. I mean, you got this pack of about 6 running right together, all the way from the P4 up to your P10. They're all within within 20th of a second behind each other. So they're running it pretty close and pretty clean.
Yeah, and it's still anybody, with the laps that we have left, it's still anybody's race. So anything can happen. We can, like I said, those two, Perry and Whitlock, they showed their skills. They were able, they both, got had a little bit of contact. Both went through the grass sideways and was able to come back out straight. So, I look for maybe a late caution to come out and maybe be that game changer.
Let's take a skip back. I see it now, it's popped up, and we're going to roll back and just watch these two as they go drifting down through the trail. And that indeed was very impressive. That was almost some synchronized drifting. racing
I
out
hope
there
it
is
doesn't affect.
upset. He is screaming, "No, Hunter!"
Now, the interesting thing is, I don't think Hunter used his fast repair. So, if there were a late caution, I think he's been fixing his car slowly. So, if he still has that fast repair, and we have that late caution, go in, fix it up, and pretty much maybe have the fastest ride out there because only a few cars don't have much damage. I've seen almost everybody scrape the wall because we know Mr. Eastep, he uses fast repair. Van Weston, I believe he used his fast repair, and we know Dustin, he used his. So
And Dustin has
anything
snuck
can
his way
happen.
back into the lead.
Oh yeah, Frankie let him by. I think Frankie let him by as a courtesy because Frankie was having a little bit of internet connection. So as a courtesy, I think Frankie let him by because I didn't even know where Frankie was at on the track. Um, so that put him back in the lead, and like I said, I think these two are just riding it out, getting as far away as they can. When those last few laps come, they're gonna battle it out. I'm kind of interested, Blake, he qualified well, but he dropped back, and he has not been able to get back up to the front at all. He has been hanging around, 10th and 11th, or 9th, 10th, and 11th, for the entire race. As I see him scrape the wall, commentator's curse. Um,
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you not to be saying names again. 'Cause
so,
every time you do, you bring a little bit of unfortunate to him.
something happened. Yeah, he's gonna hate me. So we have Mr. Hall, Mr. Barossa, Mr. Weston in third, Mr. Franks. He is in that fourth position. That is the highest position he has been all night with the 55. And Nathan Eastep at his back bumper trying to work his way back up to the front. He has been one of the dominant cars of the night. So he is trying to work his way back up. Mr. Bryce Boyer running in the sixth position. We've seen him have a fast hot rod also. But he scraped the wall and he has lost a little speed. Mr. Matt Smith riding that high line in that East Next Chevy Camaro is riding in the seventh position. Mr. Donaldson, he was at the front, went to the back, went to the front, and now he is still riding mid-pack in eighth position in that Shiners Hospital for Children Ford Mustang. Hunter Whitlock, he just scraped the wall, but he had an amazing save not too long ago. He is riding in that ninth position. Mr. Henderson is about to be fighting for the 10th 10th position, trying to defend it from Mr. Brendan Perry. And Steve Tucker, he is riding around in the 12th position. He is still one lap down. He is hoping for a caution so he can get one of his lap back and be back on the lead lap. So that is a rundown of everybody from first through 12th. Oh, and looks like Mr. Dustin Hall is going to do a pit strategy. Green flag pit stops are about to commence. Dustin Hall was the first one in. He is going to try to take those 4 Freshies and Sunoco fuel before everybody else and maybe get a jump on the field and win this race. So what would be your strategy there, Jeremy? Would you stay out a few laps, or would you and have fresher tires there, fresher tires at the end, um, and hope that you can catch back up to the leaders, or would you hit within a lap or so of the leaders?
Jumping in just as soon as possible. That way I can be out there in case by chance that C word comes out. You know, you're going to be in a good position. The only downfall with that is your tires will probably be a little bit more used by a couple of laps, but with 25 to go there in Kansas, if you can run that mid to high line, you should be able to hold your tires pretty decent for a couple of laps and the rest of the field off.
I just saw Mr. Henderson. It looks like he was trying to pit, and he locked him up, and he had to jump back up on the track. Almost spun his car, but he was able to save it also. It looks like he is able to, he lost a lot of time on that, but he is now in pit road. 12 got into his pit stall, and Mr. Van Westen is now our current leader until the green flag pit stop cycle. As you see him put the 12 a lap down, and you have Mr. Estep in the second position. So that is the highest position that Mr. Weston has been in tonight, and he is leading the race for a couple laps. As we see Dustin Hall, he says, I want my lap back. I got fresher tires. Let me by. So he is back to hauling ass.
We're down to 22, and it looks like everybody's going to be starting cutting it close on the green flag pit stop. So right here's where you kind of want to pray that if you're in, say, Dustin's position or Frankie, where they're a lap down, you want it to stay green. But if you're Nathan or Josh, you want your caution to track them, one of them two a lap down that is been pretty much showing a clinic on this race so far.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I think Frankie is a little bit hot right now. He had Weston, and he had E-Step still on the track, riding, battling side by side, and he wanted to get through, and it looked like the 21 wanted to pit, so he had a little bit of a bobbing and weaving to do, and that allowed Dustin to break away about 2 seconds out.
They're still going to wait and see about Nathan. I think Nathan's going to try to possibly hold it out as long as he can, because he has the whole field pretty much a lap down right now.
Yeah, the top three are Dustin Hall and Frankie were able to go around. As Nathan comes in, he is able to get that hot rod slowed down. I'm wondering how much time did he lose staying out so late, because we saw Dustin Hall just fly by him. We saw Frankie just fly by him. So hopefully this won't hurt his time too much. That's going to cycle back through and put Dustin Hall as your leader.
And it looks like if he can get out in time, if he do not catch a penalty, he possibly is going to come out in the 4th or 5th position, depending on if Tucker and Donaldson can get around him. And he just dropped a 14.6.
So Steve Tucker. Now Steve Tucker is showing back on the lead lap because he has not pitted yet. So I think he's trying to stay out as long as he can, hoping a caution is going to come out.
Where's he coming into the pits? So we've cycled through, and he might be in a position where he can get back out in time to stay on that lead lap.
With 18 to go, not sure of how his tires were, but I think I would chance it just to stay on the lead lap. Take 2 tires. And just enough fuel. But I don't know if it's going to play out in his favor. And look who is back up front. It is the 22 of Gary Donaldson. He is showing in the 3rd position. So he went to the back, saved what he had, came back up front. I do believe he did pit, so we could probably see him on the podium tonight.
Nathan Estep just dropped the fastest lap time tonight at a 30.33.
And if you look at that, if you look at the times between 1st and 2nd, Barroso is trying to make it up. He has cut the time down from a little over 2 seconds to now 1.79 seconds. So he's trying to get that car moving and get back up to the front so they can battle it back out.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty good racing tonight as far as the Tokyo drifting, the wall riding, the synchronized drifting.
Definitely gonna have to go back and like you said, that is the move of the night, or the save of the night. Definitely gonna have to go back and save that replay. So 17 seconds splits 1st and 2nd from 3rd place. And Barroso has closed the gap to 1.19 seconds now. So he is flying. He wants the lead back. He wants a win. He is tired of the top 5.
Yeah, that win,
he wants to win.
That win hasn't loaded him the whole season so far. Well, he's dropped 1 in, but sure it'd be nice to get 2 and tie it up.
He wants this win bad. And he is moving. He has now cut it down to 0.7 seconds with 11 laps to go. He has put the pedal down to the metal. And he's going to let it fly. We might see some door banging. We might see some. We don't know what we're going to see.
You might see a green light checker.
Just might.
They don't want to hear, but I'm sure the 19 out there watching would love to see some close racing like that with about 1 or 2 to go.
I know I definitely would, as we see Bryce Boyer is getting a little bit of pressure from the 17 for that 7th position. Gary Donaldson has dropped back to the 6th position, so he has lost a little bit of speed. I wonder if he tried to pull a little bit of a strategy on that pit stop and maybe just take 2 tires and just enough fuel. But either way, this will be a good finish for him. Matt Smith riding in that number 19 Chevrolet Camaro. He is sitting in your 5th position, trying to catch Josh Van Westen in that number 21 Punisher car. And we have Mr. Nathan Estep. He is sitting in third. I feel a trend coming on. We're going to have to find some more people to interview.
Well, I think there's a little Mr. Josh Van Winston who's wanting up in it, but I don't know if he's going to go for that second one, two between him and P2 or P3.
I don't think he's got enough laps. Unless something were to happen and we get a caution. I don't know if he's got enough laps to do it. Megan has shown that he has just a little bit better car. And let's see. Also, I believe we have. Yeah, I don't think he has enough laps to do it.
Gap a little bit between him and Frankie Barossa. It's back up to almost a second. But their lap times are running pretty coherent with each other.
He's making up a little bit of ground coming through 3 and 4. Looks like he's got a pretty good exit off the corner with 4 to go. He's making up a little bit of time. He's almost a half a second away. Looks like he's got the entrance and he's got the exit speed. If he can just catch a little bit of that draft, he's there.
Yeah, he's chasing
as we come into 3 and 4.
Frankie better start digging deep if he's in.
You got that right. He got a little bit of a pretty good entry on that. Looks like Dustin had the lift just a little bit. Car's probably getting a little bit tight. He's probably using up everything he has to stay out front. And now he is under. Oh, man. It's bouncing just under a half a second to a half a second. With 3 to go, coming to 2. Can he do it? Down to 0.3 seconds. Here we go. Two laps to go. On the back stretch, coming to 3 and 4 for the final lap.
It looks like he's picking up that draft because he's dropped down to 38 thousandths of a second.
Final lap. Here we go. Coming into 1 and 2. We have Hall and Barossa fighting for the lead. Coming out of 2 on the backstretch. No gain, no fall. Coming into 3. He has a better entry than the 4, and he drives it in too hard. He loses a little bit of ground. The 4 is gonna take it. What a battle. He came back from 2 seconds.
Got half a second.
On the bumper. And we're gonna have Mr. Nathan Estep take the 3rd position. Josh Van Weston is gonna be 4th. Matty Smith 5th. Bryce Boyer 6th. Nicholas Franson 7th, Gary Donaldson 8th, Mr. Blake Henderson in 9th. Looks like Hunter Whitlock is going to bring home the 10th position, Steve Tucker in 11th, and Brandon Perry 12th. Great finish. We're going to see Mr. Hall burn it down again. What a race. What some saves.
And he is once again doing the Kawicki victory lap.
Got heavy damage early, fell back, and came back and won the race. Congratulations to Mr. Dustin Hall. Frankie, you put on a great race. Congratulations to him and Mr. Nathan Estep, which he's our Tokyo Drift man. Josh Weston, you did a great job, man. 4th position. We haven't seen you in a couple races, so great comeback. 4th position, very respectable position. And Mr. Matty Smith, same to you. Great race y'all put on.
I was going to put out Bryce Boyer in the P6, Nathan France in the 7th, Gary Donaldson in the P8, Blake Henderson in P9. P10 is going to wrap out with Hunter Whitlock. 11th is Brandon Perry. 12th is Steve Tucker. And rounding out the field is going to be Gary Wood Jr., who failed to start the race in grid. So that is going to wrap up your top 13 for the night.
And he is out there still burning it down.
And he told me
We are
he was going to
going
work
to-
on his burnouts, and he was going to pull one longer than Kyle Larson did when he won. So
All right, where is my Discord? Type it in the chat.
y'all give us 1 second. We will get the podium winners up here in the booth and have a word with them.
I'm just gonna drag him. E-Step, how you doing, man?
Oh, pretty
You
good.
got a copy?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Man, we watched you make some great saves. We saw you drift in the tri-oval, and you came back and took 3rd place, man. How do you feel?
Yeah, pretty good. I only got to practice there in the at the nighttime, so I think I would have had something for Dustin there if I didn't do that. But I went back and watched the replay. I thought me and Frankie maybe net coded, but I just straight up lost it. That was all on me. But somehow saved it, and everybody behind me didn't run into me too. So kind of goes to show our skill levels here is pretty good.
Oh yes, the seas parted behind you to get around you, and that was a nail biter. But yeah, man, you did an awesome job tonight. Anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just our sponsors, Circle B Diecast, Old Timer Hack Company, and Blackwater Suds. If you use promo code Deep Racing, that's all caps and no spaces on any of those websites. For the Diecast site, you get free shipping on orders of $20 or more, and the other two you get 10% off. Yeah, you can see them all plastered over my car. So definitely shoot me a message if you want some more information on that.
Excellent, excellent. Well, great job tonight. Podium finish, third place. We look forward to seeing you up there again next week.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for broadcasting tonight, guys.
Thank you. All right, Frankie, you got a copy.
I do, sir.
Frankie, you had a dominant car tonight. Looks like you had you let Dustin by as a courtesy because you were flashing. That was my perspective because you were blinking in and out. It looked like you just let him by, and y'all were just going to battle it out later. Man, walk us through your night.
Yeah, I mean, it was good until that point. Dustin was really fast. Dirty Air basically played a part, but I mean, either way, he pitted 2 laps earlier, and that's what got him out front again. And he just held on. Kudos to him. But yeah, I let him by because I think I caused because my internet, I guess, caused him and Nathan to get sideways. So I apologize for that. I'll try to fix it for next week.
Absolutely. Well, it was a great race, man. That final lap, we thought you were going to have them. You were coming into 3 and 4. I thought you had a pretty good run. It looks like you just put too much down, and it got a little bit tight on you, so you had to back out of it. And he was able to, pull away.
Yeah, I was trying to video game it, but no, I mean it wasn't enough, man. Dustin was too quick, but yeah. But I guess we'll move on to next week. Maybe if I can have a little better internet and just maybe that little bit better. But thanks to PGR and Brandon Perry and Matt Smith for letting me in with them. So thanks to them.
Definitely a good run, and we appreciate you putting on a good show. All right, Mr. Hall, you got a copy.
Hey guys.
Man, you got into some trouble. You fell back. You were able to come back. You had a fast hot rod. You were able to come back, take the lead, pitted early, kept the lead. Man, what an awesome night. How do you feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, car was good. Like Frankie said, man, sportsmanship award of the night goes to him. I mean, netcode was a little bit of an issue racing with him, and he the start of stage 2, it kind of warped into my left rear, set me up into that seam, and that seam was the only place the car would turn tonight. It turned a little too well, so we got a little damage from that. We were able to fix it up at the start of the third stage. Got to the lead, and I knew we had to keep it. We had to keep the lead. So track position was huge.
Absolutely, man. Y'all pulled off some great moves. It was definitely one of those races that you don't want to miss. And whoever gets that replay, make sure you post it for everybody to see. Yeah, great saves. We were expecting a late caution, but we didn't get to see one, and I thought that was going to be a game changer if there was. But man, you held off the lead. Great job tonight. I'm pretty sure Jimmy is watching, and he's proud of you. And
Yeah, absolutely.
hopefully,
man.
you got something for. You got 3 in a row. What do you got for next week?
Where are we going?
You know what? That's a good question.
I should pay more.
There it is.
I think we ought to be all right there.
Rockingham. Ooh.
That'll be fun. Go short track racing. It's a rough racetrack. So navigating the bumps. Awesome. Good. Another great cause. Jimmy's brother is actually autistic, so we'll be racing for Jimmy and Q next week. Imagine DEP will put a nice
We'll
shiny
definitely put it
paint
out
on it.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing that paint scheme. And, well, we are going to call it a night. We appreciate y'all putting on a good show for us. And I am ordering one of them button boxes. And we might have a special prize, coming up later on.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Awesome. YRD Designs. Check them out.
All right, Mr. Robinson, take her away.
All right, y'all. So next week we are going to be at Rockingham, as it is the first time HTL is going to wear it out this season, as we are hitting it for the Autism Awareness 225. Make sure you are in with us next week and follow us and HTL League on all social medias to stay up to date with any new breaking. Let's see, we've got one coming up in December 16th at Las Vegas. The promo will be going out soon, so if you're not part of the Discord, be part of it. That is the only way you'll be able to get into it. So till we see y'all next week, which will be a Sunday, as we are picking up a dirt league starting next Sunday. We'll see y'all then.
Figure 8. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.